Welcome to the Blacksburg Museum Cultural Foundation's 7th annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. Thank you for being here. Tonight we're coming to you socially distanced, but live from the historic St. Luke and Oddfellows Hall. We host this event each year to celebrate and honor the former neighborhood of Newtown and St. Luke and Oddfellows Hall. And there is no one better to tell the story of this area than one of its former residents. And there are few who tell that story better than Richard Wade. And I'm going to ask him to come up here in just a minute. But first, it's really important that we thank our sponsors. So I want to say a big thank you to the Virginia Tech Foundation. They are our presenting sponsor, and they have been with us since the beginning. We want to thank the North End Center and, of course, the New River Blues Society. And tonight we have Cabo Fish Taco on board, and they have created a special menu that's called the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Meal. So be sure to give them a call and order that up while you're watching the show. Richard, come on up.
Okay. Hello, my name is Richard Wade. I grew up here in the new town with my 3 sisters and 2 brothers. Our job here was to get the hall ready in the winter times for the meetings. So it had a potbelly stove on that wall over there that we used to come in and load up and get a cherry red, just as hot as it could be, for the folks to have their meetings upstairs. In Newtown, Gilbert Street, we played baseball out in the middle of the street, but our biggest playground was Virginia Tech. Well, at the time it was VPI. We'd spent a lot of time over there riding bicycles, skateboarding, and stuff like that. The games that we played here, we had bingo, we had dance contests, we had baby contests, and of course the St. Luke's and Oddfellows, they did everything in here. So, and when we weren't here, we'd go to other parts of town, like Jackson Street, Lee Street, where the other kids were, and we'd go there and start the day there, and then most of the time we end up back here doing something, moving around, doing something all day long. But like I said, Virginia Tech was our biggest playground. There's a place over there called Farm Barn. We'd all gather over there and walk through the barns and mess with the animals and stuff. There'd be 10 or 12 of us, and the guy that ran the place, he didn't care. He said, as long as you kids don't tear up anything, just help yourself. So we did, and like I said, we didn't tear up anything at the time, not when he was looking anyway. But anyway, what went on here when we were kids was really, really a big time thing, a lot of activity. The kids from other towns, Christiansburg, Radford, they all came here for the dances and the bingo and the baby contest they had back then and stuff like that. My sister and my brother, Joanne and Arnie, they could not be beat in the dance contest. I mean, they won everything here, you know. And my older brother and sister, they left early, so they weren't around here as much. But Joanne, Arnie, Tony, and myself, our job was to make sure this thing was ready for the St. Luke's and Oddfellows. So we look forward to that. And we have to turn on the light. They had a post out here. We had a light to turn it on at night. And that was basically what we did most of the time when we weren't running around. And we worked. We had to work a little bit because a lot of the folks here, we had the only family with kids, and a lot of folks here had gardens. And they said, Zelly, send your kids over here, help pull these weeds out of these gardens, and then we'd get food back for that. And Ms. Laura Anderson, who lived across the street down in the, as you say, down in the holler, she was 107 when she passed away. It was 1977. I used to work for her. My mother sent me down there one day. She said, don't you leave. I don't care if it's midnight. So I got down, I worked all day, and she gave me a Liberty dime, and that's all I had for the whole day. But, you know, that was fine because I took it right up to Hutchinson's store and spent it before dark. So and we had several stores at Hutchinson. We had Roy's Cash Store, Radford Brothers, and a lot of places to shop. And my grandfather, he'd go get stuff, and they say, well, George, we'll write you up, we'll charge it to you. And then we'd go try to get stuff and say, who are you? So Georgia's grandson. No, I don't believe him. So, but we got along with everybody. The kids that we grew up with, or lots of white kids out here that we played with. And we had played games, and Michael Shelton, a friend of ours that came in from Washington, D.C., he and his sister, and Craig Webb that came in from Chicago. We had kids just coming from every summer, just came into Blacksburg. Kids from Wake Forest would come up here every weekend, Alexis and her two sisters and brothers. And this is just a place where we met and just had a good time, did everything. So, but what we did at this place, it was just amazing what went on and how the people reacted and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. We were very lucky, very fortunate to look back on it, to had the opportunity to do this. Like I say, we go down to the Lyric Theater. When we went to the theater, of course, at the time, we couldn't sit down in the front. We had to sit in the balcony, and we couldn't go through the front door. We had to go through the back, upstairs, side door. But we had best seats in town because we were in the balcony. So we didn't complain about that. We could go in and get our drinks and then go upstairs to our balcony and enjoy our movie. And the movie only cost us 20 cents to start with, and then it went up to 35. It was a bad day. But we really had a good time doing that also. We couldn't run downstairs to the bathroom because we weren't allowed in the lobby down there. So it was hold it or get somebody to hold the door where you ran across the street on the hill. That was one of the good things. And going to school, we went to Blacksburg Graded School, which is now on Harding Avenue. A lot of people don't know that it was all black. There was one room with a divider, and it had one teacher that took care from second grade to the fifth or sixth grade. One teacher. So that's where we learned everything about doing the right thing. Because some teachers would let us know if we weren't, and along with our parents. Because we did something at school, not having a phone. By the time we got back home, it was out of what we did. I had to find out. We did, travel. No phone. I think they had pigeons or something. But basically, Newtown was a great place. It still is a great place, and I'm just very lucky and happy to be able to be a part of this. It's been an interesting thing for me, and I'm glad that Rhonda and the people invited me to say this. That's good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard. Music has always been an important part of the culture here at St. Luke and Oddfellows Hall. We're excited to start the evening with a local favorite, Isaac Haddon. So following Isaac, we'll hear from New York Times bestselling author and Blacksburg resident, Nikki Giovanni. And then it'll be back to music with Jojo Stockton. Just a few things before we begin. We would like to take a moment to just thank all of the sponsors who made this night possible. You can find a link to donate to the Blacksburg Museum and Cultural Foundation in the description below. And if you're in the Blacksburg area, don't forget to order a Blues, Brews, and Barbecue meal from Cabo Fish Taco, our restaurant sponsor. And finally, be sure to visit our website and purchase some Blues, Brews, and Barbecue merchandise.
Hey everybody, really appreciate y'all hanging out for this event. Welcome to the first virtual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, the 7th annual. I'd like to thank the New York Blues Society for sponsoring this event, as well as the Blacksburg Museum and Cultural Foundation. My name's Isaac Haddon. I'm going to be playing some music for y'all. Hard time hearing everywhere you go. Times are harder than never been before. People are drifting from door to door. Ain't got no heaven, don't care where they go. If I ever get off of this hard killing floor, you don't ever get so low no more. Thank y'all. You can go to hell, my dear. You probably like it better there. With all them boys who thought they could make it, dead man's curve, gonna lay them down. All the things you put me through, safe to say I'm tired of you. We had our times, yeah, we had a few. Where we gonna be when the pills run out? Where we gonna be when the dam breaks loose and the wildline fever gets a hold of you? How we gonna make it to higher ground if you won't get up and leave? Reckon if I chose to stay, it'd be better for a few more days. But in the end, it always rains, and honey, you can cause a storm. But I'm tired and soaking wet, and hunkered over trying to catch my breath. I broke my back and I did my best to hold you through the shakes. 'Cause it's hard to keep floating on a founded dream. We're taking in water crazy speed. How can I get to the shore on time if you won't keep afloat? never much on games, let alone the ones you play. I've only got one and it's already broken, so why you wanna throw it around? Wish I had the strength to go, but it's a long and hateful road, and I just now got to feel at home in the frost you put on me. It's hard to keep floating on a fountain dream, or taking in water at crazy speed. How can I get to the shore on time if you won't keep afloat? Said it's hard to keep floating on a fountain dream, taking in water at crazy speed. How can I get to the shore on time if you won't keep afloat? Thank y'all so much. One more day, watch the sunrise from the highway. One more night, sit alone again in the pale moonlight. And I don't know why it seems this ride takes so much longer every time. But my heart is due back south. 100 miles, though they feel like 100 years. While my sanity holds on, in my mind I hear her sing a favorite song. So damn tired of this ride. Turn the headlights off, let the moonlight guide. It's gonna guide me back home. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one. You're the only one that keeps me from staying gone. It's been said to me that you ought to not write another love song. Wouldn't they be wrong? Don't let me say what's got me feeling this way. I'll be ready again to tackle this whole big world, as long as you let me come back home. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one. You're the only one that keeps me from staying gone. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one. You're the only one that keeps me from staying gone. the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one, Lord, the only one that keeps me from staying gone. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. Lord, you're the only one. Lord, the only one that keeps me from staying gone. Lord, 100 miles. Lord, they feel like 100 years. While my sanity holds on, in my mind I hear her sing a favorite song. So damn tired of this ride. Turn the headlights off, let the moonlight guide. Gonna guide me back home. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one, Lord, the only one that keeps me from staying gone. You're the only one that keeps me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one, Lord, the only one that keeps me from staying gone. You're the only one that keeps me honest. The only one, Lord, the only one that keeps me from staying gone. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. Oh, you're the only one. You're the only one that keeps me from staying gone. Thank y'all so much. For you all that just popped on the stream or didn't know already, my name's Isaac Haddon. I'm from right here in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's really cool to be a part of this event. We got Nikki Giovanni coming on next, and it's honestly really humbling just to be like in the same sentence as her. Now we're ready for Jojo Stockton to finish things out too. It's gonna be a fun set. I've been a fool for loving you. You never loved me. It's true, but if you really don't love me, no, I know somebody that will. You disrespect me out in my face. while someone else I know usually take your place. But if you really don't love me, no, I know, no, no, somebody that will. You disrespect me out in my face, while someone else I know could easily take your place. But if you really don't love me, no, I know, no, no, somebody that will. There ain't no bread in the bread box, 'cause we ain't got no dough. And it seems like we ain't got enough time to go fooling around no more. You've been working so hard for oh so long. What do you got to show? Open up your eyes, little darling. Let's pack up the things and go. Open up your eyes, little darling. It's time to move on. It was late into December on a cold winter day. I just finished bringing water to the kitchen when I heard my mama say, she said, Elijah, you better run around. Time's getting hard for you and me. Things ain't like they used to be. Come on, babe, it's time to think things out. 'Cause there ain't no bread in the bread box, 'cause there ain't got no dough. And it seems like we ain't got enough time to go fooling around no more. You've been working so hard for oh so long. What do you got to show? Open up your eyes, little darling. Let's pack up the things and go. Open up your eyes, little darling. It's time to move along. There ain't no bread in the bread box, 'cause we ain't got no dough. And it seems like we ain't got enough time to go fooling around no more. You've been working so hard for oh so long. What do you got to show? Open up your eyes, little darling. Let's pack up the things and go. Open up your eyes, little darling. It's time to move along. It's time to move along. Thank you so much. Really appreciate y'all hanging out for this event. Once again, my name is Isaac Haddon. I'm from Blacksburg, Virginia. This has been a whole lot of fun. And once again, big thanks to the New River Blues Society and the Blacksburg Museum Cultural Foundation for putting this on. I got time for just about one more song for you, so, well, maybe. You never know. You never know. If there's one thing we've learned, it's that the only constant is change. I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's ailing me. I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's ailing me. I've been way too long from my baby, coming down with a misery. I don't need no doctor for my prescription to be filled. I don't need no doctor for my prescription to be filled. Only my baby's arms gonna take away this chill. Doctors say I need a rest, but all I need is a tenderness. They put me on this critical list, when all I need is her sweet kiss. And I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's ailing me. I've been way too long from my baby, coming down with a misery. Said I don't need no doctor, for my will to live is gone. I don't need no doctor, for my will to live is gone. You know all I need is my baby. Baby, please just come on home. You know all I need is my baby. Baby, please just come on home. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Once again, my name is Isaac Haddon. Y'all get ready for Nikki Giovanni. That's such a treat. Thank y'all.
Good evening. It's a delight for me to be able to share a couple of poems. One of my very favorite poems is a library. I lived with my grandparents, and living with them, we did a lot of, my grandmother particularly, we did a lot of things together. But Monday was very special. A library. After breakfast on Monday, grandmother washes the sheets and pillowcases. I wash the dishes. I help her hang the sheets outside and watch the wind gently blow them. Grandmother takes her sit down and asks me, aren't you going to return those books? I hurry up Mulvaney Street all the way to Vine Avenue to inside the Carnegie Library. A library is a place to be in space, to be in cave times, to be a crook, to be in love, to be unhappy, to be quick and smart, to be contained and cautious, to surf the rainbow, to sail the dream, to be blue, to be jazz, to be wonderful, to be you, yeah, a place to be you. I go home and help her fold the sheets and peel the carrots and potatoes and onions and go sit on the back porch, covering my toes with a quilt and read. And I really like that because reading is so important. If you can't read, if you can't have an imagination, what can you do? And I just wanted to read a couple of poems because I know you're busy and I appreciate you inviting me to share it. But this is an important poem, in my opinion. It's called Vote. Vote. It's not a hug nor mistletoe at Christmas. It's not a colored egg at Easter, nor a bunny hopping across the meadow. It's a vote saying you are a citizen. Though it sometimes is chocolate or sometimes vanilla, it can be male or female. It is right or left. I can agree or disagree, but, and this is an important but, I am a citizen. I should be able to vote from prison. I should be able to vote from the battlefield. I should be able to vote when I get a driver's license. I should be able to vote when I can purchase a gun. I must be able to vote if I'm in the hospital, if I'm in the old folks' home, if I'm needing a ride to the polling place. I am a citizen. I must be able to vote. Folks were lynched. Folks were shot. Folks' communities were gerrymandered. Folks who believed in the Constitution were lied to, burned out, bought and sold because they agreed all men were created equal. It's not folks vote to make us free. It's not cookies nor cake, but it is the icing that is sweet. Good for the folks, good for us. Vote. So I love that. And for those of us, we're here today celebrating. I'd like to close because I'm a grandmother person. My grandmother meant a lot to me. And my parents had a difficult marriage. So I'd like to close on this. When I could no longer understand their marriage was none of my business, my godmother died and left me $50, train fare, and a pound of salted cashews to grandmother's home. I didn't sleep well, but I woke up safe under a quilt made by Mama dear and sheets smelling like the mountain air to a bowl of grits and 2 pieces of bacon. Of course I was happy. Who wouldn't be safe in my grandmother's arms? So I just wanted to share those, and I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. It sounds good. I'm enjoying it. Take care now.
I did not know we were on yet. So, how are you guys doing? First of all, I'm Jojo Stockton out of Roanoke. I grew up in Franklin County, much like the place Richard described. We all grew up together, played together, had fun together, fought together, made up together, and it was a good community. Thank you to Virginia Tech, the Blue Ridge Blues Society, and Cabo Fish Taco. I like fish, and I like tacos, so hey. I also liked this young man, Isaac Hatton. Isaac, come back up here, since you gave me a guitar lesson tonight. The least I can do is invite you back up, and we'll just wing it. That's what we'll do. I also have a very special friend with me from Roanoke, Virginia, Stuart Brown. He's been like my right hand. Everywhere I go, he helps me out. We've been fighting allergies, so I'm gonna make him work a little bit tonight too, if that's okay with you guys. All right. Like I said, I grew up in a place very similar to what Richard described. One more time, Stuart Brown. Tobacco fields, corn crops. I snapped some beans, I picked some squash. I grew up over yonder, just beyond the pines. I moved to the city one day, but I still had me some country ways. We used to go down to Buddy's. They drinking booze, dice games in the back. My pops in the front playing blues. Outside they pitching horseshoes. But you ain't gonna win if your last name ain't Muse. Moved to the city one day, but I still had me some country ways. Come on, Isaac. Somebody from the country like me. I'm country than chicken coops, y'all. I'm country than hog jaws. My granddaddy wore flannel shirts and blue jean bib coveralls. He grew up over yonder, just beyond the pines. I moved to the city one day, but I still had me some country ways. I moved to the city one day, but I still had me some country way. Yeah, that is called True Vine, a little place in Franklin County. You'll find a lot of tobacco fields, corn crops, and maybe some other products. All right. Isaac is on my new album called Dreamin'. It's an EP you can find on iTunes. So I might do one off of the album Dreamin'. Called Dreamin'. Pinch me, I must be dreaming. When you walked in the door, woman, you had everybody screaming. That dress you wear, woman, I just wanna thank you.
Hallelujah.
But you've been a bad, bad girl. I might have to spank you. I just can't help myself. I'm just dreaming. I'm just dreaming, yeah. I went down to the bar. I wanna get wasted. Pour me a Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke. I wanna get wasted. I want the girl so bad, yeah, I can almost taste it. I want the girl so bad, yeah, I can almost taste it. I just can't help myself. I'm just dreaming. I'm just dreaming, yeah. Stuart Brown, y'all. Let me say that again. I went down to the bar. I wanna get wasted. But you can't, you ain't old enough, Isaac. Pour me a Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke. I wanna get wasted. I want the girl so bad, yeah, I can almost taste it. I want the girl so bad, yeah, I can almost taste it. I just can't help myself. I'm just dreaming. Dreaming I had hair like yours. I'm just dreaming. Give it to him, Isaac. That's dreaming. I love Buddy Guy. Y'all like Buddy Guy? I grew up on it. Y'all gonna go with me to the juke joint? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
I said, come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
Back to the same old place,
Same old place.
sweet home Chicago. Yeah.
Sweet home Chicago.
One more time. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
I said, come on, baby, don't you wanna
go? Don't you wanna go now?
back to the same old place,
Same old place.
sweet home Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago.
1 and 1 is 2,
Well,
2 and 2 is 4.
yeah.
Can't love you, baby, let's open your back door. I say, hey, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
Back to the same old place,
Same old place.
sweet home Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago.
2 and 2 is 4.
Well,
3 and 6 is 9.
yeah, boy.
You know I love Blacksburg. You know I ain't lying. I say, hey, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to the same old place,
Same old place.
sweet home Chicago.
Sweet home
Come on, Stu.
Chicago. Da 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 da.
Look over yonder, baby.
Look over yonder.
Hand me down my walking cane.
My walking cane.
Look over yonder, baby.
Look over yonder.
Hand me down my walking cane.
My walking cane.
I'm looking out your window.
Out your window.
Baby, yonder come your old man. I heard your old man was a soldier.
Well,
heard he had it rough.
well,
don't know how many killed, but I think he done killed enough. Look over yonder, baby.
Look over yonder.
Hand me down my walking cane.
My walking cane.
I know you don't love me, woman, because yonder come your old man. I think it was hot. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna
That's
go
sweet.
now?
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
Back to the same old place,
Same old place.
sweet home Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago.
One more time. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Don't you wanna go now?
Back to the same old place,
Same old place.
sweet home Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago.
All right, we got a couple more tunes for you. We want to thank the Blues and Brews BBQ and presented by Blacksburg Museum Cultural Foundation. Absolutely. Thank y'all for having us. It's wonderful up here. It's beautiful. We're actually in the Odd Fellows right here. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. Y'all want to hear Stuart Brown? Everybody in TV land, y'all want to hear Stuart Brown? Okay. All right, I don't hear you, but I feel you. I feel you right here. Stuart, you feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel good.
I know you feel pretty good. Y'all feel pretty good, cameraman, ladies and gentlemen? I feel good, too. We want y'all to feel good out there, too.
I feel good. I knew that I would know. I feel good, 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 good. I knew that I would know. So good, so good. I got you. Yes, I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you, yeah. When I hold you in my arms, my love can't do you no harm. When I hold you in my arms, my love can't do you no wrong. I feel good. I knew that I would know. I feel good, 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 good. I knew that I would know. So good, so good. I got you. Yeah. When I hold you in my arms, my love can't do you no harm. When I hold you in my arms, my love can't do you no wrong. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you, Playboys.
Yeah, Stuart Brown, everybody. You related to James Brown? No, James Brown? He's supposed to dance around and drop the mic and do a split and come back up. We didn't have enough room. We'll do that next time. We'll do it next time. All right, I think we'll do one more. Let's give him the secret to marriage. It's a long time before you get married.
All right.
But I'll just give you some free advice.
The secret of marriage?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the secret of marriage.
Oh, man. I like this one.
cheaper to keep her. Cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her, yeah. Cheaper to keep her. When that little girl make you mad, you wanna go upstairs and just pack your bags. But it's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her, yeah.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Should've spent $2 and sent her home. Now it cost you $2,000 just to leave her alone. I said it's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her, yeah.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
When that judge look you in the face, you're gonna wanna cuss the whole human race.
Oh Lord.
I told you, cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her. I hear you, man.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, boy.
Child support,
Well, talk about it.
spousal support.
Make it make sense.
Somebody in arrears right now.
Well, Lord.
Food stamp. It's like an EBT card. It's like a credit card now.
Yeah.
You should have kept her, man. Should have spent $2, put in a cab and sent her home. Then it cost you $2,000 just to leave her alone. It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her. Yeah. True story. Sound got laughing. I hope your wife ain't watching. No, I'm kidding. We just joking. All right. Thank you guys for having us, and we want to thank the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue and the Blacksburg Museum Cultural Foundation. Stuart Brown.
Yes, sir.
Let's do something I know everybody knows. Do you know this? No, I'm kidding.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious letters about to fall. Dirty mother baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. The good things in your superstition ain't the way. Hey, hey, hey. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of my problems. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't want to save me. Sad is my soul. When you believe in things that you don't understand, do you suffer? Superstition ain't the way. Hey, hey, hey. Very superstitious. What more can I say? Very superstitious. The devil's on his way. Dirty mother baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. The good things in your past. Will you believe in things that you don't understand? Do you suffer? Superstition ain't the way.
Stuart Brown, everybody. I hear you clapping. Okay. This is what we call winging it. This is what we just wing. Let me see here. This is when I first heard Hobby Vaughn do, and so I stole it. But I do it different, so I'm not really stealing. I'm borrowing it. It's an old Rakuda song. Somehow them old songs just resonate. Very fitting for the blues. I put you behind the wheel of a deuce and a quarter, woman. Yes, I did. Had you living like a rich man's daughter. Yes, I did. While you were living high on the hall, you had me down here scruffing like a dog. The very thing that make her rich makes you poor. The very thing that make her rich will make you poor. Never will I ever make the same mistake, woman. I'd rather crawl up in the bed, y'all, with a rattlesnake. I don't like snakes. Then I work hard every doggone day and bring that woman all my pay. The very thing make her rich makes you poor. The very thing that make her rich will make you poor. The very doggone thing make her rich will make you poor. The very doggone thing
She got something, make that man put his money right in her hand. The very thing that make her rich makes you poor. The very thing that make her rich will make you poor. Come on, Isaac. You got him. Yeah. How about you, Stu? What you got to say?
Very doggone thing. Very doggone thing. The very doggone thing. The very doggone thing that makes her rich will make you poor. The very doggone thing. The very doggone thing. The very thing that makes her rich will make you poor.
She got something that make that man put that money right in her hand. The very thing that make her rich makes you poor. The very thing that make her rich, Isaac. I'm telling you, Isaac, the very thing will make you poor. Thank you very much. I'm Jojo Stockton, Stuart Brown, and this is Isaac Haddon. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. That was wonderful. Once again, we would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors for the evening. Without them, this event wouldn't have been possible. And now we're going to hear from some members of the local chapter of the NAACP, the Christiansburg Institute, and our very own St. Luke and Oddfellows Hall.
My name is Deborah Travis, and I'm the branch president of the Montgomery County, Radford City, Floyd County branch of the NAACP. The NAACP, organized in 1909, is the largest civil rights organization in the world. Our mission is to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equality of rights of all persons and to eliminate racial hatred and discrimination. The local branch of the NAACP was organized here in March 1959 here in Montgomery County by a group of Black and white people that knew that the fight for justice in Montgomery County was needed. We reflect on the contributions of civil rights advocates who have passed on and those who are still working to fight for rights of all. Today, the NAACP is needed more than ever due to the systemic racism that continues and must be dismantled. It's needed due to the disparities that exist among African Americans and other minorities in healthcare, financial freedom through jobs, access to equitable education, criminal justice, and law protections. We're dying, and we must continue to fight for our rights. The NAACP advocated for the preservation of Old Town many years ago, and we embrace the work of so many people in the past and those who are still working to fight for the preservation of the St. Luke and Oddfellows Hall, located here in Old Town. We will continue fighting for the preservation of African American history and the acknowledgement of the contributions of many in this community, promoting our rich heritage. We appreciate the tradition that has been started with Blues, Brews, and Barbecue in an annual event as we bring our community together to have dialogue and promote unity and have a time to come together to reflect on the strength of our community. Together, we can make change.
My name is Jessie Eves, and I'm a graduate of Christiansburg Institute. I graduated in 1965. Christiansburg Institute was really the only high school available to blacks during the 60s. It was a wonderful school. We had wonderful teachers We had several different events during the year. Not only did the children from Blacksburg, Wake Forest attend Christiansburg Institute, but we had students from Floyd County, Rapid City, Pulaski County, a few from Wythe County, and Elliston and Charlottesville. So it was sort of a living room experience, I guess you could say, of the schools, and parents were real close because parents then were real supportive of the activities at Christiansburg Institute. One of the places we went for recreation here in Blacksburg during that time was at the St. Luke Oddfellows Hall, which is located on Gilbert Street here in Blacksburg. So that was a sort of a gathering place for activities outside of school activities. A little bit about what we're doing at Christiansburg Institute now. It has been deemed a historical landmark, and we're in the process of renovating the Edgar A. Long building, which was built in 1927. We have put the new roof on. Our next project will be restoring the windows and the doors to the building.
I was born in Newtown in 1945, 103 Gilbert Street. And it was a pleasant place to live back in the daytime. Everybody knew everybody. And it was just a good neighborhood to live in. So on the whole, you know, at my age, I look back and just think how wonderful it was growing back up in the day. With all the construction going on at the Oddfellows St. Luke's Hall, I think after we get all this out of the way, we can come together as a community in Blacksburg and get back to the things that we were brought up doing. And I just thank and praise the Lord all the time when we had all those, you know, festivals and events out there at the Oddfellows Hall, because it brought me back in time when we lived next door to it. And it's just, I can't say enough about how much it means to me, because every time I went out there, now I'm just kind of down about it, but it took me back to my childhood growing up right there next to that building. And I just thank the whole community that come together, you know, and brought this together again. And I just hope and pray that I can live long enough to see the construction finish where we can get back to doing the things we do at the St. Luke's Oddfellows Hall.